Welcome to the video tutorial on important Linux commands. In the last tutorial, we learned the importance of using the command line interface. Let us continue and learn the must-know Linux commands. To check a list of files on your Unix or Linux system, you can use the ls command. It shows the files or the directories in your current directory. Let us check this on terminal. By typing the ls command, we can see all the files and directory in the home directory. It is important to note here that the directories are denoted in blue color and the files are denoted in white. You will find similar color schemes in different distributions of Linux. The ls command shows files only in the current directory. Suppose you want to check the presence of an MP3 file in your music folder, which is under the subdirectory English and the subdirectory Hard Rock. In order to list this MP3 file, you can use the lsr command. It will show all the files and the folders, not only in the directories but also the subdirectories. Here we can see all the directories, the subdirectories and the files present in them. To get very detailed information related to the files and directories, you can type the ls -al command. Once you type the command, you are presented with a lot of details on the screen. Let us learn what they are. The first column here shows file type and access permissions. The second column shows memory blocks occupied by the file or the directory. The third column here shows the owner or the creator of the file. The fourth column displays the user group of the owner. The fifth column shows the file size in bytes. The sixth column here shows the date and the time of the creation of the file or the directory. The seventh and the last column here shows the directory or the file name. Hidden items in Unix or Linux begin with the period symbol at the start of the file or directory. Any directory starting with a period will not be seen unless you request for it. To view hidden files, use the command ls -a. On typing this command on terminal, we can see all the hidden files which start with the period symbol. When it comes to creating and viewing files, it's time to bring in the cat. The cat command. The cat command is used to display text files. It can also be used to copy, combine, and create new text files. Let us see how it works on terminal. To create a new file, you need to type the following command on terminal. File1 here being the file that we will create. Once you have entered the command, terminal would prompt you to add the content. Let us add the content for this file. Once you are done adding the content for the file, you need to press Ctrl+D on your keyboard to return to the command prompt. This is how we will create a new file using the cat command. To view the same file, you can type in cat the file name. Let us create another file using the same method. Now we have two files here, file1 and file2. Let us try and combine them together. The syntax to combine two files is cat filename1 filename2, which would then be outputted to a new file. As soon as you insert this command and hit enter, the files are concatenated, but you do not see a result. This is because the bash shell or the terminal is silent type. It will never give you a confirmation message like OK or command has been invoked. It will only show a message when something goes wrong or when an error has occurred. In order to view the new combo file, new file, let us use the same cat command. Please note that only text files can be displayed and combined using the cat command. Moving on to deleting files, we will use the rm file name command for deleting the files that we do not need. Let us look at it on terminal. Here we have a file with the name test which we would like to remove. The rm command removes files from the system without confirmation. To delete this file, you need to type in rm test. This would delete the file, and the next time we list the files in the home directory, we would not see the test file. For moving files to a new location, you need to use mv file name new file location command. Suppose we want to move the test file to a new location, home Guru99 files. For this, we need to execute this command. Running it will move the file. But why does it say permission denied? Well, the move command needs super user permission. Currently, we are executing the command as a standard user and we do not have the right permissions for the files directory. Hence, we get the above error. To overcome the error, use the command sudo. Sudo program allows regular users to run programs with the security privileges of super user or root. Sudo command will ask for password authentication. You do not need to know the root password for this, and you can enter your own password. After authentication, the system will invoke the requested command. Sudo maintains a log of each command run. System administrators can track back the person responsible for undesirable changes in the system. It should be noted here that by default, the password that you entered for sudo is retained for 15 minutes per terminal. This eliminates the need of entering the password time and again. For renaming files, use mv file name new file name. Let us rename the test file to a new one. For this, we need to type in mv test the new file name, which would be test1 in this case. Once done, we can list the files and we would see that the file name for test would be changed to test1. This was about making changes to files. Let us now learn a bit about manipulating directories. Starting with creating directories, this command will create a subdirectory in your present working directory, which is usually your home directory. Let's see how it works on terminal. By typing mkdir command with the directory name, we would be able to create a new directory. Here, we will create a new directory named songs. This is how we will create a new directory in the home directory. If you want to create a new directory in a different location other than the home directory, you need to use the following command. For example, typing the following command would create a new music directory under the tmp directory. As we can see here, we have a new music directory created under tmp. You can also create more than one directory at a time. Let us run this command on terminal and look at the results. For creating multiple directories, you need to type in the mkdir command followed by the new directories that you would like to create. Here we would create 3 new directories as following. Running the ls command would show that these 3 new directories have been created under the home directory. In order to remove a directory, use the command rmdir directory name. Now we want to remove the direc directory using the rmdir command. For this, you need to type the following. But make sure that there is no file or subdirectory under the directory that you want to delete. Delete the files and the subdirectories first before deleting the parent directory. By running the list command, we would see that the direc directory has been deleted. For renaming directories, use the mv command which we covered earlier. Now, we would like to change the name of direct2 directory to a new one. For this, we need to run the mv command. This is how we would do it. On running the ls command, we would see that the direct2 directory has been renamed as direct4. Moving on to the man command, man stands for manual, which is a reference book of a Linux operating system. It is similar to help file found in popular software. To get help on any command that you do not understand, you can type man space command. The terminal would open the manual page for that command. For example, if we type man space ls command and hit enter, terminal would give us information on the list directory contents command. Next is the history command. History command shows all the commands that you have used in the past for the current terminal session. This can help you refer to the old commands you have entered and reuse them in your operations again. On terminal, this command would give us the following output. You can also press the up arrow key on your keyboard and go through the command that you have run before. This way you can run them again. Next is the clear command. This command clears all the clutter on the terminal and gives you a clean window to work on, just like when you launch the terminal. Let us check how this command works. Here we have a terminal window with a lot of commands and their output. Now, if we would like to clean this all up, we can simply run the clear command and all of the commands and their output will be cleaned. Many a times you would have to type in long commands on the terminal. Well, it can be annoying at times, and if you want to avoid such a situation, then copy-pasting the commands can come to rescue. For copying the text from the source, you could use Ctrl+C. But for pasting it on the terminal, you need to use Ctrl+Shift+V key combination. You can also try Shift+Insert or select Edit Paste on the menu. Now let us quickly summarize all the commands learned today. The ls command lists all file and directories in the present working directory. The lsr command lists files in subdirectories as well. The lsa command lists hidden files. The lsla command lists files and directory with detailed information like permissions, size, owner, etc. The cat file name command creates a new file. The cat file name displays the file content. Using this command, you can join two files and store the output in a new file. mv file new file path would move a file to its new location. The next is the mv file name new file name command, which would rename the file to a new file name. Sudo is an important command, and it allows regular users to run programs with the security privileges of the superuser or root. The rm command deletes a file. The mkdir command followed by the directory name would create a new directory in the present working directory. Using the same command followed by the path and the directory name would create a new directory at the specified path. rmdir would remove a directory from the system. mv name new name would give a directory a new name. The man command gives us help information on a command. The next is history. This command gives a list of all the past commands typed in the current terminal session. The last one is the clear command, which clears the terminal. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next tutorial.